Hey guys, Anand again. So this is the part 2 of the React Native Maps for Android. So in my previous video, I just shown and learned how to integrate the React Native Maps with the iOS. So in this video, I'm gonna do the same stuff for the Android. So let me go back to the React Native site, and then so in the previous video we followed the iOS stuff, so now we need to follow the Android stuff. So this is the Android. Okay, so under Android app build dot Gradle, so Android app build dot Gradle. So what we need to do here is we need to copy and paste this dependency. So I'm gonna do that one. Let me find where is dependency over here, and then just add the React Native Maps project as a dependency. And then the next one is we need to install the Play service as well as the API 23. So make sure your Android Studio already have these softwares. So if you go to the SDK manager, you should be able to view the SDK tools, and then I already installed the Google Play APK, Google Play licensing library, Google Play services. That's the main thing you need to install. If you don't install, then it won't work. And then also the repository is the Google repository. So these are the main stuff you should install. Make sure Google repository, Google service, Google Play service, Google Play licensing library, Google Play APK expansion library. And then you should have the API 23, 24, 25, all those API should be installed as well. So otherwise the maps won't work in the Android. Okay, so let's go back to the um, project over here. If you have a different Play Store, then the one will include in the library use the following stuff. Okay, anyway, I think this is fine for us. And then we need to go to the Android settings.gradle. So this is our Android project, and then under Android we have the settings.gradle. So let me go back, and then we need to copy and paste these two items. So let me copy it, and then let me paste before the include app. Cool. So we did it, and then now we need to open the Android manifest XML, and then we need to paste our API key. This API key is not the one what I created in my previous video. What I created in the previous video is for iOS. So if you want to create an API key for Android, you need to create one more API key. So let me go back to the you can see over here. Let me go to this site and get the API key for the Android. So let me get an API key. I already have the project as Bitcoin because I already created for the uh, for the for the iOS. So enable Google Maps Android API, and then this is our API key. Please click on the API console, and then now you will see the same stuff. So this time I'm going to give the name as Android API key, as well as we need to check the Android apps, and then you would see this specific part, and we need to add a package name and the fingerprint name. So if you see your let me open the manifest.xml file under sets. I can see here. Let me open here. So it should be under app, source, main. Yeah, here we go. So this is our package com.bitcoin. So just copy this one and then paste it over here, and then we need to know the SHA-1 certificate fingerprint. So to do this, we need to execute this. Just copy these lines and then execute in your terminal. You would get an error for sure because we don't have the my store keystore. So what they mention is an example actually. So what you have to do here is let me go to I just noted down all this stuff. So my guess, this is the React Native over here. You can see over here we need to get this Android debug key. The debug.keystore is the one which we need to see. So where you will find that, I will show you. So mostly the Android will be stored under users, and then under users you need to see shared, and then oops, sorry, let me see the Android SDK path. So you need to go to that path. Yeah, so this is the Android SDK path. Just copy it and then go to that path. It's my CLTR. So you will see a platforms tools. So under platform tools, you would see the ADB, not ADB, okay. Let me Google it. Android Debug Keystore location on Mac. So this is the best answer. Okay, this is under .android. Okay, so this is under my user profile. So this is my user profile, and then .android. Okay, and here we go. So this is the guy we need to execute. So what we have to execute is this command. So this is like the store pass, key pass, Android, everything is like a default values. So you just need to copy this one. You can go to my Anand Babudi 1987 GitHub, and then you can see this specific the gist. Yeah, so let me paste it over here and then let me enter. Here we go. So we got this SHA-1. So just copy it and then go back to the API key over here for the Android, and that's it. We made it. And then save it. And again, it may take up to 5 minutes for setting effect to take effect. Okay, so now we have two keys. One is for the iOS API key, which I used previously. The other one is the Android API key. As I said, it's not simply creating API. We need to enable the SDK for Android as well. So go click on the libraries, click on the dashboard. Forgive me. Click on the libraries, click on the Google Maps Android API. Make sure it's enabled. It's already enabled. If it's disabled, enable it. Otherwise, again, it won't work. Okay, so we made this part. Let us go back here So we need to add this metadata in the manifest.xml. So we already open here. So inside the application, so you add it. So we need to have this API key, right? So we just now created our key, and just go back, click back, sorry, over here. So click back, here, credential. So this is our Android API key which we created. Just copy it, go back to your Android manifest, just paste it over there. And yeah, that's the thing we need to do. So once we did it, we are fine. But one more thing we need to do, we need to open the main application.java. So it's under Android app src main java com, your project package name, and then main application.java. So over here, what we need to do, we need to import this class, this Java class called maps package. And then once we import it, we need to add this maps package. Now the new maps package. So let me add it before the main React, and then a comma, and that's it. We made it. And then make sure we have the Google Play service, which I told before. I already installed it. And yeah, cool. So we made our part. Let me go back to my project, Bitcoin, and then let me run the React Native run Android. So one thing I want to tell, so if when you open your AVD manager, make sure your target over here, it has the Google Play. So previously I used the Pixel 2 API, which don't have a target as Google Play. It has Google APIs, and the target Android version also is blank or null something. So the Google Map did not work at all. So the target should be always Google Play, then only it will work. So I'm using, and also it should have the Play Store, the Play services should be there. So make sure you have all these things, otherwise your map won't work. So I'm going to launch the Nexus 5 API 25. So this is the one I'm going to launch. I already launched this one, so that's why we are seeing this issue. So this is the Nexus 5. So let me see what happened here. Building 88%. Cool. Come on, dude. I'm just waiting for the build to be completed. Come on. 94%. Let me open the Bitcoin then over here. Search the Bitcoin. I think it's not installed. Let me close my Xcode. Might be the processor is dying. Still hung at 94%. Let me close my atom to give some full 98. Cool. Anything else I want to close? And let me close the Android Studio to give it some memory. Seems like some. Oh my god. Build failure. Connection refused. Okay, might be I closed the Android Studio, that's why. Let me open it one more time. Let me close this as well. The project is loading. Let's close. So let me try to build this project here within the let me close my iOS as well my force quit the autumn. AVD manager. So let me launch simulator, the Nexus Pi API 25 emulator. So not sure why it failed. Let me rerun it. I just relaunched the Android Studio as well as I just run the emulator. So let me see what's going to happen this run. I'm able to see the dependencies of React Native Maps being installed. Oh, it's installed this time. So the problem was I just shut down the Android Studio. That's why. Um, let me find the Bitcoin. So this is our Bitcoin app. Just loading. Come on, dude. Let's see what's happening over here. Okay, 59%. It's loading everything. Okay, so this is our login screen. Cool. So we made it. Thank you very much, guys. So we successfully enabled the React Native maps in the Android as well as in the iOS. Let me show finally with the iOS as well whatever the video I made in the previous one, like, okay, iOS is being launched. It's taking this much time. Come on, load. Okay. So this is our project is being reinstalled. Should load. Yeah, it's a Bitcoin. Here we go. Cool. Cool. So thank you very much for watching, friends. So please provide your comments and likes, and please comment if anything is to be improved. And this is simply for learning purpose, nothing to do with. Thank you very much for watching.